This was just a mess. The 5-year Christmas party was a never-ending mess. Mess. Hold on, let me put myself in between these two characters before I really rip everything to shreds. Okay, better. So I watched this movie, okay, the 5-year Christmas party. It premiered last Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern on Hallmark. So far, Hallmark is saying Sundays. That is what they're saying. First, you gave me Scouting for Christmas, and then you gave me this mess. You guys are so disrespectful to Sundays. We're still tuning in. You still need the ratings. What was this? What was this? This was a mess. I'm going to start off by saying that I am a big fan of both of the actors. I first saw Katie Finlay on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, when it was Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. She did a part 1 and part 2 to the book, The Bridge, and they turned it into a movie, and she was very cute and quirky there. The problem is, every freaking movie she's in from that point on, it's the same cute and quirky character. There's no character development. I hate the haircut. Baby, since you got that haircut, your acting has not been on point. It has not been on point. And generally, I don't agree with some of the feedback that the older generation gave. But when I went to the Hallmarky page, the Hallmark Facebook page, and went under the comments for this movie, there were a lot of boomers saying, like, the dialogue was so fast. I mean, and I have to agree with them. As someone who can keep up with very fast dialogue and talks fast herself, I can honestly tell you, I don't know what Katie's character was thinking. There were times she was whispering, and there was no reason to whisper. Whispering and then talking fast when you have a crappy ass script. I'm giving this movie a 3 out of 10. A 3 out of 10. So here's the thing. While Scouting for Christmas was not good, they at least had like a cute little child trying to make her mama happy over Christmas. Something for me to boost the points. Okay? And I still, even though I was annoyed with that movie, I got through it. This was painful. I was texting Megan because Megan thought this would be good because she's a big fan of Jordan's, right? I think he was in one of the To All the Boys I Love movies. I think it was the second one, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, love those movies, by the way, Jordan. Yeah. So Megan thought this would be decent, and she hasn't had a chance to watch it yet. So here I am watching it 2 days later, because that's when my schedule allowed me to, and it was just straight up tomfoolery. It was so painful. I hate when I get a Hallmark movie, and even with my DVR cutting down commercials. This movie felt like it went on for 3 hours. Okay? So when I went to the Hallmark Facebook page, and let me just give y'all some numbers for y'all don't know. I think the Hallmark Facebook page has either 2.8 million or 2.9 million followers, okay? 3.7 thousand people said they liked this movie out of that 2.9 million. What that told me is almost 4,000 of y'all drink the brown liquor when you're watching this movie. You are in the hooch. You are out of your mind. The script was terrible. The acting was not great. It was so awkward. Somebody in the comments said it perfectly. These two had a brother and sister energy. So every time they started kissing, I was cringing. Hallmark, I am cringing at this PG-13 movie. Cringing. Okay, sometimes I wonder if Hallmark, the seasoned, I know when you're new to Hallmark, like these two fairly are, you probably don't get a say in the script they hand you. But I wonder if sometimes people just look at the script and say, I'm not doing this shit. Like, I'm not going to do it with you today, Hallmark. I wonder if that's what people do, because this was a mess, okay? Let me just give you the whole premise and let's just move from it. Okay, so you got Alice and Max. As a matter of fact, this movie was so painful. I thought for most of the movie her name was Lisa. Googled it, figured out it was Alice. Now remembered like a traumatic past that it was Alice. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, so Alice and Max, they're graduating from college. He's an actor. She wants to be like a director of like community theater or something like that. So they're both focused on their careers. Immediately, we know Alice has a crush on Max. But in like the opening couple scenes when they get, they're outside on the rooftop of a building, and it seems like somewhat of a romantic setting. They're chit-chatting. They lean in for a kiss and she stops it very awkwardly, just saying, hey, we're not going to do this. We're going to focus on our careers. Since when does a kiss stop you from pursuing your career? I have kissed many frogs in my day, and I have achieved quite a lot in life. Okay? I still suffer from imposter syndrome, but never mind that. But baby, I've kissed frogs. Okay? You have the chance to potentially kiss your prince, and what do? You waste 5 Christmases trying to find this same person every time. Make out with him only to stop and say we have to focus on our career. It's a mess. So while they're both pursuing their acting and directing careers, they both work for Max's sister's catering business, and this catering company caters holiday parties. So obviously, anybody who's a creative knows that you have to, like, I'm a writer. You have to have multiple jobs to keep the freaking light on. And so that's what these two do. Whenever they're on a break from their passions, they're catering holiday parties. We see them awkwardly try over and over to get together. One kiss just knocks them out. Hallmark, do y'all do a chemistry test? Like, do y'all actually say these two don't have chemistry, we can't pair them up? Or is it just based on people's schedules? Because what was this, okay? So by the 4th year of them trying to get together, we really think they're gonna get together. Max gets an acting gig in like LA. He asks Alice to come with him, but then she finds out that her mentor got a promotion at the university. So now she can get her mentor's job and now, direct a Christmas Carol, a version that deals with climate change, which sounds like a good idea, right? Because why not talk about climate change as much as we can and expose it even during Christmas time, right? I'm not even mad at that, right? So they try to get together, but in that 4th year, she gets this job. It's going to be more important than him. Baby, it's modern day times. It's 2024. Y'all could have been texting, FaceTiming, flying to each other. I don't understand the need to just keep giving up. It was just awkward. Everything about this movie, even the supporting cast, it was awkward. It was like Hallmark was doing their first year of movies and had not test piloted anything. So for the almost 4,000 of y'all that like this, like, I don't understand. They were like superb acting, one of the best movies, blah, blah, blah. Were y'all asleep when y'all saw shit like A December Bride or A Biltmore Christmas? And even if you look at last week's Saturday night movie, Holiday Crashers, right down to Tony's parents had chemistry. Tony and her love interest had chemistry. Her best friend and her best friend's now husband had chemistry. Okay, that was a heavily scripted chemistry. And I always get sad about this because the more and more, like, I watched it last night after this movie left such a bad freaking taste in my mouth that I had to watch Holiday Crashers right after to still believe in Christmas movies. I'm giving it a 3 out of 10. And I'm sorry, no disrespect, but I think, Katie, you're going to have to do better. You're over here on Hallmark, and if you want to be a continuous favorite, you're going to have different dimensions to your acting and slow down your speech. Yeah, I'm with the boomers on this because there's just no reason you're not a stockbroker on Wall Street. Okay, there's just no reason for you to be talking so fast, and like, it just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, they get together. It's still cringeworthy. It's still awkward. The final kiss is awkward. Just everything about this movie was awkward. It's a no for me. I wish Megan had been tortured to watch this, but she says she's not about to watch this.